Hello and welcome to Sports Update. On Sports Update this evening, we have a lot of stories for you in the world of sport, where a lot has actually went down over the weekend, and we're going to have some matches this evening to see how the conclusion of the weekend's games. We have Monday fixtures and other leagues over there in Europe and other competition around the world. I'm not alone on the show. I have Noel Sampson. Noel Sampson, welcome on the show.
The pleasure is now, Mr. Mano.
All right, let's go straight to the first story we have for you on Sports Update this evening, where Nigeria Ezekiel Nathaniel qualified for 400-meter World Championship that will happening in Hungary, Budapest. This year, Ezekiel Nathaniel has secured a spot at the World Championship in Budapest after surpassing the 400-meter hurdle standards of 4.70 seconds at the Big 12 Championship, where he actually won that race. The Nigerian record holder and Baylor University sophomore student clocked a season best of 48.52 seconds to finish second behind Texas Tech Caleb Dean, thereby improving massively on his season best of 48.74 seconds in the qualifying heat. We also have Precious Jonah that will be joining us on Zoom. Quickly, Noel Sampson, Ezekiel Nathaniel has secured a spot at the World Championship in Budapest later this year. And if you look at it, all Nigerian athletes, both male and female, are actually doing well in their respective field, that is track. We have the likes of Toby Amuson, who already has an automatic qualification. We have a Favor Philly, we have a Favor Ashe, we have a Brume. A lot of mention them in Seunko, who probably will expect her to qualify. Now for Ezekiel Nathaniel, got that qualification in a very fashionable style. That is 48.52 seconds season best, and that already gives him the qualification to the World Championship.
It's a very good one, especially for not for Ezekiel Nathaniel, but for Nigerians as a whole, having our own going to that championship competition in Budapest, Hungary. It's a very good one. We have, like you mentioned, the likes of Toby Amusa and the rest who are there also too. We have the hope, we have the belief that they are going there to make us proud. And you can see this. Most of these guys are from what you read, it seems it's not even based in Nigeria. It seems it's based in the US.
Yes.
So to show, like, look at Toby Amusa too. She's based in the US also to school there in the US. So to show that if these guys are being in a very comfortable or an environment that is accommodating, they excel excessively, which is what we Nigerians are supposed to the Nigerian government, especially the sports sector, is supposed to do now. Create a comfortable environment for athletes.
A comfortable environment for athletes. Precious Jonah. Now, what is our chances come this year in the World Championship? Precious is not ready. Noel Sampson, if you look at it, Toby Amuson last year actually blazed to win that 100-meter hurdle title in a 12.12 seconds, and in 12.06 seconds. They said that because of wind assistance, the time was moved to 12.12 seconds right there in Oregon, United States of America. Now, this time around, we have other athletes. Now, what is our chances in athletics this year?
We have the hope of at least getting like probably 2 or 3, 4 golds. Because you can, those other athletes also to where they have other athletes from US, the likes of Jamaica, Australia.
Sharaki Jackson, they will forget Shelley and Fraser Price.
They were not going to say something. They had the competition there. They're going there for business. They are used to it. They are used to success. They have a very comfortable environment and everything. They have full support from the government, from the Nigerians. I think the only full support these people have, our athletes, is from Nigeria, from the fans of Nigeria. I'm not sure they have that full support from the government like
from
that.
From the AFN,
yes.
Because the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, headed by Tonobok Okowa. But if you look at it, I think the AFN, in a way, I'm not defending them, though. They have tried their best. And just at the last under 18 and under 20 championship that happened in Ndola, Zambia, we came second. We won a lot of gold medals. I think we scooped about 10 gold medals thereabout. If you look at it, the AFN have tried their best. But fancying our chances in the war, in all of the competitions that we're attending this year. Now, let's talk about this young lady, Toby Amuson. Now, in Budapest, she needs to defend her title. And this season alone, she has come second twice in the 2 races that she has run so far. Is it a sign that she will not be able to defend her title this season?
It should. I don't think it should be a sign. Probably, like I said earlier in the morning when we were on the sports show, like if you are at the top, other people want to get to you. So you at the top, it now depends on you how to make sure they don't come close to you. And I think that is the speed I want her to imbibe in her now. She was at the top. People want to break her record. So she has to train more. She has to be more, she has to be more committed. So I believe these signs that happen, she being second twice, to just give her the kind of girl, you need to be smart, you need to be more serious, you need to
sit up.
Exactly. So I believe at this competition in Budapest, Hungary, she's going to perform excellently great.
She's going to perform excellently great, according to Noel Samson. We just wish all our athletes who will be attending that World Championship in Budapest and other competitions right there in US and every other place of the world. We wish them well and for them to actually bring glory and glamour back to Nigeria so that we can all smile. Nigerian athletes are doing well this year. They started they started this race since last year, and now they are still keeping the top. And for the likes of Favor Ofile, a lady who is actually holding the 200 meter to ransom this season, we hope she go and transform that. Let's move away from that story, Nathaniel, and from his qualification and history to Rome, where Novak Djokovic and Cameron Norrie will actually be tackling each other at the last 16 of the Italian Open. Djokovic was able to overpower Dimitrov, and then for Norrie also was able to beat Fucsovics in that round of matches, in the last 32 round of matches. And right now, both of them will meet at the round of 16, and it's actually looking good for these 2 players. And for Cameron Norrie, he has been fantastic. The British #1, Cameron Norrie, has been fantastic this season. And as you all know, that the Italian Open is all preparation for the Roland Garros that will be happening by 28th. That will be starting by 28th of May this month, just a few weeks away from now. We'll be having the Roland Garros, that is the French Open, and you know it's all about clay. And for Djokovic has not lost a game when playing in the Italian Open, that is on the Italian clay. Let's see if he can actually transform that prowess and everything to Roland Garros, where he is hoping to set his own record to make it 24 Grand Slam title for himself. Let's see, because so many persons have said this man is obsessed with titles. Is he actually obsessed with titles? He's just a player who wants to win, who wants to always win, who wants to be at the top of his game right now. He's actually having the best part of his life in tennis world. Injury is not allowing Rafael Nadal, and because of injury, Roger Federer is out of the equation. And if he misses it in Italy this time around, the young Alcaraz might just topple him at the world #1. Let's see how it goes between Cameron Norrie and Novak Djokovic in the Italian Open. Let's leave that story and head straight to the under-17 AFCON, where Senegal we battle Morocco in the final of their 17 AFCON, under 17 AFCON, after they actually defeated Morocco. After they actually defeated Burkina Faso, I beg your pardon, in the penalty shootout. It ended 5-4 on penalties, and then for Morocco also, they were able to beat Mali in the penalty shootout. 6-5 also ended. Now both teams will be playing in the final. Morocco, Senegal in the final. Noel Samson.
Yeah, Senegal. I give it all to Senegal. This team, they are made of fantastic young players, and I don't know what the Senegalese FA have done to the Senegalese team. You can see right from the under 20 to the senior team. They are champions in the under 20. Champions in the senior team when it comes to African Cup of Nations. Now they're heading to the final again, and they have also won the beach soccer in Africa also too. You can see how fantastic this team of Senegalese FA has been so far. So I want the Nigerians or the NFF to copy from that from them and see what they have done. What have we telling these players? What have we given them to eat? If they have given anything to eat, what are we drinking? And what instructions are we giving to these players to make them perform exceedingly whenever they represent their country?
Okay, let's look at this this way. For the Senegalese this is the only trophy they've not won at this cadet level. Now, looking at their chances, fancying their chances against Morocco, another formidable and very strong team when it comes to football in Africa, and then for the cadet team, they have been doing very well. We never thought Morocco would get to this stage, but they have gradually find their way into the final. They defeated Nigeria and a couple of other games. Now, looking at it, what is the chance of Senegal against Morocco? Will Morocco stop their quest of winning the under-17 AFCON?
To me, I say yes, but I know it's not going to be an easy thing for the Senegalese. So I'm seeing, instead of giving, the Senegalese have been winning. The toughest match I think they faced so far is against Burkina Faso, where they played. It led to penalty shootout. Apart from that, I think they've been winning. Excuse me, they've been winning easily in all the matches. So I think this match is going to be, because for Morocco get to the final, it's no beans, according to our Nigerian language. It's no beans. It's not easy. Beans. Exactly. So, and you can see the Moroccans, and when you talk the North Africans, when you talk about football, talk about Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, they are very fantastic also too. But the Moroccans with this, the Senegalese with this speed they are coming, with the power, with everything they are coming, I don't think the Moroccans can stop them. But I'm giving it's going to be a slim win, probably a 2-1. Or a 1-0.
Probably a 2-1 or a 1-0 game. Senegal, I think Senegal have all what it takes to actually beat Morocco in that final, because if you look at the way these young lads are playing, they actually mean business right there in Nigeria. Let's see how it pans out. And quickly for the third place match, Burkina Faso against Mali. Both teams are from the western part of Africa. Now it's a Western African derby. What can you say about that game?
It's going to end in penalty shootouts, probably also too, because Mali against Morocco, it ended in the penalty shootout. Senegal against Burkina Faso, it ended in the penalty shootout. So I believe although they've qualified for the under-17 walkabout, these players, these countries and these young players, we want to prove themselves. Even though we did not win the African tournament, but at least we should have a statement. Even though we're going to lose, we should lose honorably, because they lost against Senegal and Morocco honorably. That is just an honorable defeat. Yeah, exactly. So I think they want to do that also too. So it's going to be probably a narrow goal, probably 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1 or 1-1 or end the penalty shootout.
Are you not Noel, the soothsayer? Okay. Let's see how it happens at the end of the day. The third place match will be coming up before the final. That final will be played on the 19th of May, just a few days away from now. We should be having that final. Whoever wins, congratulations to the 4 teams. They've already qualified to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup that will be happening later this year. And it's just too bad that our own golden eaglets will not be there. 5-time champions of the world will not be there. It's so painful after that Asta in the hands of Burkina Faso. That is it. Let's see what happens in the final. However they represent us in the Under-17 World Cup, we just pray that Africa can do well. We should bring back the glory to the continent of Africa. That is all what we are saying. Let's move away from that story and head straight to today's fixtures. We have fixtures in the English Premier League, in the Italian Serie A, and then in Spanish La Liga. First on the screen right about now, we have Sampdoria tackling Empoli. Sampdoria is actually struggling. They are at the bottom side of the table in the Italian Serie A. For Empoli, they are a mid-team table. Now, if you look at this fixture, Sampdoria, Empoli.
Sampdoria is going to give Empoli a very tough. What do you call it? They're at the bottom of the table. They want to rescue themselves from being relegated. If they're not even relegated already, but they want to at least make a mark known. At least if I'm going, it's like when you say a soldier wants to commit suicide. Someone wants to commit suicide. I won't go.
And then they should live it.
Exactly. So that is what's going to happen. So Empoli should be very careful. These guys are like when you cut a snake. When you cut a snake at this stage, it becomes more poisonous. So Sampdoria are more poisonous now.
When you cut it at the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So they should be careful.
Empoli should be very careful. The other fixture, we have Real Betis against Rayo Vallecano. Barcelona already champions of the league, but Real Betis, Rayo Vallecano, Real Betis, they themselves, they are looking for that European fixture now against Rayo Vallecano. What are their chances against Rayo Vallecano?
The Real Betis will want to win by all means. I remember one of our Nigeria players, Onosa Igebo, played for them once
Those
before.
days.
Yeah, so when he was still in his peak. So I believe they're going to win because they want to play the dream of every top team. Every top team that want to be top team, you want to play that in the Champions League or in the Europa, or at least in the conference. So at least I believe Real Betis want to try everything they have, since they know they can't pick the league, they can't win the league again. Barcelona has won the league already. Why not we just put everything in to make sure we go to play an European football?
Your prediction for that game?
3-1 in favor of Real Betis.
And then the big one, 3-1 in favor of Real Betis. And then the big one that will be happening in the English Premier League, we can say it's a big one because because both teams actually need the 3 points. Leicester City will be welcoming Liverpool to King Power Stadium. Leicester City at the bottom side of the table. Liverpool chasing the Champions League spot. They want to dethrone Manchester United from the 4th position, closely following Manchester United. Now, this tie is a tricky one.
I call it the battle of the L's.
The battle of the L's, actually.
Leicester City
and Liverpool.
It's going to be a really tough one. Liverpool wants to qualify for the Champions League at least. That's their hope. They want to play in Europa. They want to play in the Champions League. Leicester City needs this win to qualify and at least leave the relegation zone. So you can see Leicester City needs this more than Liverpool. If I had to be Leicester City players, I know when we were quality, we played the game called Mario Ibilo Makusi. That's what happened today at the King's Power Stadium. We rather die here than you winning us. That is what I want the Leicester City players to have at the back of my mind, and I believe that's what they will have at the back of their minds also too. So it's so unfortunate we have the likes of Ndidi and Iheanacho still in a team like Leicester and they are struggling. It's so painful. But I believe it's going to be a very, very tough game, a very strong one. And even though if anybody wins, it's not going to be a kind of long...
It's not going to be a wide margin.
Yeah, probably a 2-0, 1-0 or 2-2.
Or 3-2.
Or probably a draw. But I believe Leicester City want to win. And I believe Liverpool wants to win. I believe this should be the toughest match so far
for this week.
Yes. Till the end of the season, this should be the toughest match so far.
Okay, this will be the toughest match so far because Leicester City, they are fighting for their life to see how they can stay in the English Premier League. Actually pitying them after they sold a lot of players without replacement. Brendan Rodgers was sacked. A lot of issues going on in that team, and it became worse when their informed striker Kelechi Iheanacho went on injury, and there are feelers coming in that the young man has actually is back on his feet, and we might have him into this game, probably maybe next weekend game. But no matter what happens, Leicester City actually needs all the 3 points. So also Liverpool, who needs it more, is going to win tonight. Let's move away from that story and head straight to Ligue 1, where there were actions over the weekend in Ligue 1, that is in the French league. PSG actually widening their gap at the top of the table by hammering Ajaccio 5-0. We have Strasbourg beating Nice 2-0. We have Clermont 2-1 against Lyon. We have Brest 1-0 over Auxerre. Montpellier and Lorient ended on the 1-1 draw. Rennes and Troyes, it has to be a 4-0 bashing of Troyes from Rennes, and Toulouse and Nantes, that is the Moses Simon's team. They ended it on a goalless draw, same as Monaco and Lille on a goalless draw. And then Marseille, Trash and Gas, the team that is occupying the 20th position in the Ligue 1, 3-1. It ended in favor of Marseille. Let's have the table quickly. Let's look at how they are standing on the table. Now PSG 81 points, Lens 75 points on 2nd position, and Marseille is on 70 points, occupying the 3rd position. And for PSG against Ajaccio, Lionel Messi was booed in that game. Why would the fans be doing such a thing to a very talented, one of the best player of that we have seen in this generation? I think the
PSG fans are share partially in their pain. They are frustrated because you have the likes of Kylian Mbappe there, Neymar, you have Messi there, and still you could not still. They are there for 2 seasons now. Messi is there for 2 seasons now. Still, you could not still win the Premier League. Yeah, exactly. You cannot still win the Champions League because now I think they bought Messi because of that. Okay, you have to have Neymar. Okay, maybe Neymar is not on his.
But he can't play the whole position in the
but
field.
There's what calls an influence. It should be an influence in the film. Look at what Ibrahimovic did in AC Milan. He didn't play most of the matches, but
he influenced the team for them to win the
you
league.
can see there was something already when the player said he went to they were losing at the first half and he went to the dressing room and shouted out he was insulted all of them. That's Ibrahimovic. And still they won last year. They won the Serie A. So I think his influence should have helped them. So I think that's why the players are.
But he's not alone. We have Sergio Ramos, a man who has won how many times Champions League with Real Madrid. So he shouldn't be the one alone. Other players.
Neymar also too. In fact, was it not last week the fans went to Neymar's house and they went to what do you call it, Messi's house and they were shouting that they should go.
But is it a good thing?
No, it's not a good thing actually. But they are frustrated. The fans are frustrated. We should put ourselves in their shoe. The hope has been there. Okay, we've won everything locally. We want to go international. And you can see the last match, the last Champions League final they played against what do you call it, Bayern Munich. You can see Neymar was playing as if they were the one leading 4-0.
Okay, that is football for you, but the fans should not go too far by maybe taunting these guys. Booing him will not help his confidence. Overall, he is not the only player in that team. Let's have the second half of the table and let's see how they are standing. Clermont is on the 11th position with 50 points. Montpellier on the 12th position with 43 points. Toulouse is on 42 points, occupying the 13th position. Strasbourg, 38 points, 14th position. Brest on 35 points, occupying 15th position. Auxerre is on 16th position with 34 points. Nantes, 32 points, occupying 17th position. And then Ajaccio, that was hammered 5-0 by PSG, is on the 18th position with 23 points. Troyes on the 19th position with 22 points. And then Angers rocking the bottom of that league with 14 points, occupying the 20th position. And it's just looking good because they are as good as relegated already. There's no magic, there's no miracle that will happen to the remaining, even though they win the remaining 4 matches. 12 points. It's good. It's just going to be. It's going to be 28 points.
Miracle retired Jesus.
No, this one the miracle will not happen. Except the only miracle that can happen is that if other teams get angry that they will not stay in the league again.
It's still miracle. It's still part of miracle.
Okay, but this time around it will not happen. Let's leave League One and head straight to Italian Serie A, where over the weekend Osimhen could not save his team from the hands of Monza. They were beaten 2-0. It ended in favor of Monza. Though they have been crowned champions, they are the champions of the Italian Serie A. Whatever they are playing right now is just for fun. But we need Osimhen to be scoring the goals to increase his tally, set that record. They lost 2-0 away to Monza.
Yeah, when I even heard that Osimhen lost, I was like, they don't need, but individual records. Okay, 22 goals. Why not give them up to like 30 when you scored 30 goals in the season? At least, Osimhen, he scored 30 when despite winning, but I think.
But do you think it's easy to score 30 goals in Italian Serie A?
For those that will score, even though he should just try, I don't know what to say. He should just try.
But he has set a record, 47 goals in total,
he can break
surpassing George Weah's. He has broken George Weah's record.
He should break his record.
He has set his own.
Break his own. I set again.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Other result there: Juventus beat Cremonese 2-0, and Hellas Verona lost at home to Olaino's team Torino, and then Fiorentina trashed Udinese 2-0 also. And then, like I said, Monza and Napoli ended 2 in favor of Monza. And then for Bologna and Roma, it was a goalless draw for Jose Mourinho and his soldiers right there at the Bologna Stadium. Let's have the table quickly. Let's see how they will be battling for Champions League spot. Now, Napoli champions already. Juventus, Inter Milan, Lazio, AC Milan, Roma, and then Atlanta. Probably we can say, okay, maybe Fiorentina from the back door all wants to play in Europe.
Yeah, everybody wants to play in Europe. This is what we should be focused on now. I think Napoli will be chilling now. But likes of Juventus, Inter, Lazio, AC Milan, Roma, and Atlanta, this is now when their work starts. Because everybody wants to play European football. Nobody wants to get to where you just play weekend football. Everybody wants to play that Thursday night or Tuesday, Wednesday night football. Because that brings flavor and brings more sponsorship and probably then money and make your fans happy also too.
Money and make your fans happy. Quickly, let's dwell on AS Roma. If AS Roma cannot sneak into that 4th position or 3rd position, they are still in the Europa League. And if you win the Europa League, automatic qualification
Champions League,
for Champions League. Now, how do you fancy the chances of AS Roma?
Okay, sorry, I thought you said AC Milan. AS Roma.
AS Roma.
AS Roma, I believe more. Mourinho is a specialist. We shouldn't lie to you. He's a specialist. I believe if he's not focused on getting more points in the league again, I believe he wants to face that the
Europa League.
They are playing now so that they can win. And they scored they won 1-0 against Bayer Leverkusen, and they are meeting. And it's Mourinho, he doesn't
he doesn't joke with trophies.
Specialist when it comes
He's
to
a specialist
games.
when it comes to finals. And let's move away from there and head straight to Spain, where Real Madrid, that is in the transfer news before we go, where Real Madrid is keen on signing Kylian Mbappe from PSG without paying the transfer fee. How would they do this?
Probably free transfer, because I don't think there's any way around. I don't know how many years Mbappe has on his contract, but them to sign him, then it has to be on the free transfer. And then they have to convince him not to sign a contract with PSG. But imagine the likes of Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe at the left and right wing of Real Madrid is fire.
Fire.
It's going to be fire. You have Vinicius, he has his speed, he has his skill. You have Mbappe, and these are two young individuals. Then the sky is starting point, not even the limit for Real Madrid.
Okay, do you think going to Real Madrid will be the best option for Kylian Mbappe?
Yeah, he should go to Real Madrid. I think he should go. But on a short note, what happened to us, I don't think it's going to happen to
Kylian Mbappe.
I don't think so.
Okay, there are different sevens all over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that is the size of the package on Sports Update this evening. Noah Samson, thanks for coming on the show.
The pleasure is mine.
All right, I'm Emmanuel Fashemin saying bye for now.